so I think I've got everything I need.
I'll go back there. Traffic exiting Charlie, clear to line number 30.
Parking brake is released. Now we're going to talk to ground again. Oshawa ground, Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, run-up is complete.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, Oshawa ground.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu is on a filed VFR flight plan to Edenvale at 4,500 feet with information Golf.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu ground, runway 30, wind 330, 10 knots, altimeter 3046. Taxi Alpha Bravo, cross runway 23, squawk 5346, contact tower 120.1, holding short.
Squawk 5346, Alpha Bravo, cross 23, and we'll contact tower holding short, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Charlie Mike Juliet, tower number 1.
Now we have to, he's given us 5346, which is our identifier code. So we're gonna put that in. So that's a unique identifier for us. He'll see us on his screen, and it'll give him our location and our altitude.
These guys here, you mean?
Yeah, and any radar.
Taxi Bravo, cross runway 23, contact tower holding short.
Bravo to 30, holding short, tower, Oscar Victor.
So how do you know when it's your turn, David, to go?
Well, he's just given us clearance to taxi to the threshold,
frequency, good flight.
And then we'll see what happens when we get out there.
Thank you.
Perfect timing. It's 11:25, and I filed for an 11:30 departure.
Right on time.
That works out nicely.
It's a plane coming in there, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing they stay reliable at that age.
Well, they're maintained to death, right?
I bet.
I mean, inspections every 100 hours,
Yeah.
Engine overhauls at a certain point. Yeah.
What type of engine's in this again?
It's called an Austro engine, but it's actually originally was a Mercedes,
right?
For the A-class diesel.
Yep.
And they used to buy them from Mercedes and then modify them to.
Columbus at 1800.
Modify them to.
Thanks. Continue about number 1.
To aviation.
Number 1 with Mike.
Now Austro, which I think is owned by Diamond, they brought the engine in-house.
Oshawa ground, Charlie Mike Juliet.
But super efficient, super reliable.
Switzerland, these guys are out of?
Austria-based, but this is actually made in Canada.
Plane?
Yeah.
But where?
In London, Ontario.
Oh, wow.
On Charlie Mike Juliet, on Charlie.
Oshawa Tower, Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu is holding short 30, ready for departure.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu tower, line up and wait, runway 30.
Line up and wait, Echo Yankee Zulu. These taxiways are all iced up. Wow. Not good.
That is cool, though.
Mike Lima Tower, I'll call your base.
They don't take them long to come off the ground.
Yeah. Yo, especially in this weather.
Yankee Tower, thanks. You can fly direct Enterprise.
So pop right out of off the ground.
Runway 30, just departing.
Is the air so dense?
In the air now, another one on the roll, and then I'll get you.
So the departure
you ready?
Towards,
I'm ready, yeah.
The apron, Columbus.
You're my lifeline until we hit the ground again.
Okay, I'm going to need you to just let me talk to these guys for a minute. Okay.
Yankee Zulu Tower, Cherokee on climb out is in the pattern, straight out, report clear, the wind 330, 11 knots from Bravo, clear takeoff, runway 30.
Clear takeoff, Echo Yankee Zulu. Oh. Got her rolling. Okay, airspeed's alive. 40.
Mike,
50.
Turn base.
60. And for rotation. Yeah. We're up and going.
Traffic, 10 o'clock, high, less than 1 mile.
End of usable runway, our flaps are coming up.
It's Sierra Yankee Tower, the wind 330, 10 knots, land Enterprise, your discretion.
Traffic, 3 o'clock, same altitude, less than 1 mile.
Now we're going to bring our load off a little bit. We are now at pattern altitude, so...
Oscar Victor Tower, number 2, follow Cessna, 1 mile final.
Our fuel pumps are off.
Follow Cessna, 1 mile final, number 2, Papa Oscar Victor.
It's going to get hot in here all of a sudden.
How do you know how many feet we're at?
Huh? Yeah, right there. So we're climbing at 1,100 feet a minute. And I'm easing us back to capture our...
Lima Tower, wind 33010 knots.
So we're still in the zone. He's going to call me in a minute and tell me to move on.
Okay.
So we're 2,500 feet now. We're climbing at 800 feet a minute.
You're going to what altitude? How high are you going?
We're going to 4,500.
45. Pretty wild. I see why you like it. It's neat, man.
But you see how it's so calm up here once you're up?
Yeah. A whole different world. Literally.
I would say it's like 98% bliss and then 2% terror.
Yeah. Yeah. It flies smooth.
Yeah. Once we're still climbing. We're just going to level off in a while.
Yankee Zulu Tower, clearing to the northwest now. Change number of frequency.
Echo Yankee Zulu. Thanks so much. So we've just been cleared out of the zone. Now we're going to the practice area. But I'm going to look. We don't have to call for flight following, but I think I want to just as a test. I've never done it before.
Sure.
In fact, we're coming up on 4,500.
In the Mossport area, 172, Gulf Romeo Zulu Delta. Just a couple miles to the east of Mossport, 2,500. We are westbound for Oshawa.
You can see it's starting to flash. We're coming up 200 feet to 4,500. Once we get to the flight director, I'll tell you all about that in a minute.
That's the two different...
Yeah, so bring her back to 75 load. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do autopilot, do nav mode. So now it's going to take me back onto our flight plan.
Yeah, it's going to follow this purple line, right?
I'm off.
That's pretty neat.
And it's also going to bring us back down to 4,500 feet.
That's pretty neat.
So it's going to intersect that at a 30-degree angle.
Yeah.
And then, so that's Simcoe up there.
Yep.
And that's Cook's Bay over there.
Okay.
So once we capture our flight path, you'll see the plane will turn.
Now, will this, if it sees another plane or an obstacle?
So there's another plane right there. That's 300 feet below us. We can bring that out here.
What's the distance?
That's 4 nautical miles.
Okay.
So he's off there 4 nautical miles and he's 300 feet below. So let's try doing this. 133.4. Never done this before, so this should be interesting.
Feeling it's interesting. You never done before.
Hello, it's home run 803 out of Butterville, 1,500 for 3,000.
Home run 803, squawk it. Home run 803, identified through 2,400 feet.
And Toronto, it's Papa Route Charlie K at 4,000 over to Hamilton.
Yeah, that's fine.
Toronto Terminal, go, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot.
Waiting to break in.
Home run 803, contact departure 128.8 with your heading.
88, home run 803.
Toronto Terminal, go, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot.
Is that Foxtrot, India Foxtrot calling?
Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot is just off of Brampton, about 6 miles to the south at 2,500. We're Zenith, headed out for a Toronto City tour.
Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, descend 2,000, squawk all fives, please.
Number 2,000 and all 5. Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot.
Toronto Diamond, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Yankee Zulu with request.
Echo Yankee Zulu, stand by. Foxtrot, India Foxtrot identified 2,100 feet, maintain 2,000 feet. Southbound, please, 180 on the heading, and altimeter 3048.
3048 and 180 on the heading.
Toronto Porter 633, 2.3, climb to 3,000, heading 180.
For 633, Toronto Center identified, left turn heading 060, radar vector for the climb.
Left 060, Porter 633.
Toronto, it's Charlie Golf India. I'd like to proceed to location 2, 2,500.
Charlie Golf India, proceed direct location 2, not above 2,000 for now though. Is it in the Toronto zone or outside?
It's just in the Toronto zone, and I can probably do it at 2,000. I will need to go up higher for a little bit though eventually, Charlie Golf India.
Charlie Golf India, contact Toronto Tower on 118.7 with your request.
1187, Charlie Golf India.
Porter 633, contact Toronto departure 128.8.
128.8, Porter 633.
Roger. I'm sorry, who else was calling there?
It's Diamond Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, Toronto.
I'd like to get flight following. We just left Oshawa Airport on a VFR flight to Edenvale, Charlie November, Victor 8, at 4,500 feet. Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, you're identified 4,500 feet, altimeter 3048.
3048 for Echo Yankee Zulu. Yeah, so now they're watching us.
So what was 3048?
So that's the new altimeter setting.
We're going to drop?
Yeah, it's going to reset the...
Foxtrot, Quebec, contact City Tower,
it's based on the air pressure.
Right.
So we're good. So they're now watching us. I'm on her radar screen.
That's pretty neat.
So, you know, she's keeping an eye on us and keeping an eye for traffic around us, that kind of stuff.
Echo Yankee Zulu, contact Town Center 12402.
12402, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Tango Echo Papa, thanks. And you're looking to do the RNAV to runway 13 after this one, is that correct?
It's going to be the RNAV for 3.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, so you're planning on, okay. And tell you what, just find the published missed approach and report on this frequency on the missed approach, please.
That.
Echo Papa, thanks. I'm not sure how the spacing is going to work out here. I'm just about to talk to an aircraft that's going to be landing at Edenvale. So I'll let them know that you're out there doing the approach. I think the missed approach is going to take you towards the Edenvale area there. I'm not sure what he's planning for runways, that type of thing. So just watch out for that. This will be a Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu. Looks like a Diamond 40 going into Edenvale.
Okay, roger that. Check remarks, and thanks for the help. Tango Echo Papa.
Tango Echo Papa, thanks. You can go over to Unicom at your discretion and call on this frequency on the missed approach, please. And if you feel the need to go over to the Edenvale Unicom, that's approved as well.
Toronto Center, Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu is with you at 4,500 feet.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, good day, 4,500. I'll give you the Wyerton altimeter. I'll tell you what, let's go with Buttonville. That's probably the closest, 3044.
3044 for Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks. And just to let you know there, I am talking some traffic that's probably gone over to Unicom there now, but it's an aircraft missed practice approaches there at Collingwood, IFR, and he's doing the RNAV approach to 13 there at Collingwood and doing the published missed approach. That may take him fairly close to the Edenvale airport, so you might want to be on the lookout for that.
We'll keep our eyes out for the traffic, thanks. Echo Yankee Zulu.
The Yankee Zulu, roger.
How cool is this?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's neat. This is the way to travel.
Great.
This is the way to travel.
That's my first time asking for flight following, by the way. So
it's pretty neat, eh? Yeah. So it's another set of eyes, basically.
Yeah.
Watching gives you
know, if I go off radar, they're going to be looking for me right away, right?
Yeah, I like that. You should run that every time I come in there with you.
So let's get set up for Edenvale. The Unicom is 12275. I'm just setting up the next frequency so that it...
Jazz 234 when ready to send to
Jazz 324.
Altimeter 3048.
So this is our highway in the sky, so this is our flight director.
Yep.
So yellow's our nose, and that's where we want to be, so the autopilot's got it perfectly lined up there.
Yep.
Green's actually where we're flying.
Oh.
So you can see here we've got a 9-knot crosswind from our right side. So the nose is pointed that way, but we're actually flying that way.
Kind of going like this, right?
Right.
Yep.
So you've got to point into the wind, so your track is where you want it to be.
Yep.
And that's basically what that's telling you. So the square boxes, that green dot lines up in the middle of those square boxes.
Yep.
But the nose has to hang out to the right to be able to get that.
Now, can that be challenging when you're not on autopilot? Are you going to zigzag, trying to keep it going?
You just be basically following your...
this line.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, the autopilot does it for you. So we're just coming up on Cook's Bay here.
What was it again, sorry?
Cook's Bay, and that's Lake Simcoe.
Okay, yeah.
Remember I sent you some pictures of ice huts on the ice?
Yeah.
That was just over there.
Oh, okay.
So we're now 30 nautical miles from our location. So our ET estimated time en route is 17 minutes.
It's pretty impressive, eh? It gives you every... So the other planes, you wouldn't have any of that information.
You have to manually calculate it all.
Wow. So you're running at 74% load?
Yeah. Again, you can see our fuel flow is 6.6.
Yep.
I can bring that back and slow us down. But we're and on the way back, I'll probably only run it at 65, but we've got a 18 knot headwind
coming at us. Right?
Yeah, so it's pushing us back at 18 knots, and we're pushing forward. So our true airspeed's 128 knots, but our actual ground speed's 111.
There's a lot of people that ice fish.
Yeah, you can see all the little huts built up in there. Huh?
Oh yeah, tons of them all over here.
I'm surprised you're not an ice fisher.
I have everything to do it. It's just, I don't like the cold. And it's cold when you're ice fishing.
Black Fly 711, contact Toronto Center now at 132.65. Good day.
So we're talking to Toronto Center, which is the Pearson guys.
Gotcha.
They're the ones keeping an eye on us right now.
The view, man, I tell you.
Isn't it great?
Awesome. Love it. What's this in front of us over here? What is that? Is that clouds?
Yeah, that's cloud.
Okay. Almost looks like it'd be mountain.
Let's see where our airport is over there. We're going to the Charlie November Victor 8. So we're now 26 nautical miles from our destination.
So we just did this in what, 40 minutes or 30 minutes?
Yeah, it'll be. It was the planned flight time was 38 minutes, but that's extended because of that nose wind.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll probably only take us 30 to get home.
In a car, you're what, an hour and a half?
From Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least.
That's make good time.
Yeah.
This, you said Simcoe, right?
This is Cook's Bay.
Cook's Bay.
And that is into Lake Simcoe up there.
Gotcha.
So Barry's, that's Kempenfelt Bay. Right in there, that long line there.
Okay.
And just north of there is Barry.
Right.
And so we're heading over towards Collingwood. And then we're just to the east of Collingwood, a place called Stainer.
Okay.
They got a little airport there called Edenvale.
Have you landed at this airport before?
Yeah. And it's kind of sad. This restaurant's, I think today's its last day. It's closing. And I think they've just had the crap knocked out of them with COVID.
Oh, bad, yeah.
So.
Have you ate at this restaurant?
Yeah, I've been up here once. It's not. I mean, it's a diner kind of thing. It's nice, but.
Now, do most of these, most of the airports have restaurants on for guys?
A lot of them do. Yeah, the good one. There's a good one in Orillia. I want to go there today with you, but I called up, and the restaurant hasn't reopened after the COVID shutdown yet. They should open the next week or two.
Right.
The food's actually surprisingly good. It's called the Tailwinds.
Like, this is pretty neat. You can go out on a Saturday, go for a burn, have a lunch, cruise around, look at the world.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the point where we can actually go places. Once COVID's kind of passed, and go to Montreal, go to New York, go to Chicago. I mean, go lots of places.
How does it work when you go to another? Say when you land, is there a period of time you can only leave your plane there for? How does can you leave?
You pay ramp fees.
Gotcha.
Do you want it parked outside, or do you want them to put it in a hangar? Different fee.
Nice.
Usually, when you buy fuel, they'll often waive the fee.
Right.
There's a bunch of what they call FBO, fixed-based operators on every airport. There's one at Oshawa called Enterprise.
Yeah.
They'll take care of your plane while you're gone.
Nice. It's so much different flying at this height. You get so much better view than you do flying in a commercial plane where you're.
Wow, not to mention, look at your window.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not a little screen for sure. Yeah.
And this plane has extraordinary visibility, right? This wraparound canopy. It's just awesome.
Awesome.
So when we're about 10 or 15 nautical miles out, he's probably going to tell us to bug off and go to what they call the Unicom. This is an untowered airport.
Good morning, Air Canada 166, leaving 318 for flight level 280. We have X-ray.
Air Canada 166, Toronto Center, good day. Plan on runway 05, descend to 11000, Toronto Center 3047.
Descend to 11000, 3047, and we'll plan 05, Air Canada 166.
Doesn't look big from up here.
Nothing does.
No. Certainly a different view of the world.
Yeah. It's fun, and again,
it's great.
I keep trying to describe people, like, once you're up, it's actually really relaxing.
It is, yeah.
Toronto Center, Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, we'd like to descend to 3,500 feet.
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, descent is at your discretion. Watch for some VFR traffic, one at your 12 o'clock position, 8.5 miles there. It looks like it's maybe doing some air work or seems to be turning around there. Currently southbound, not showing a mode C, so altitude is unknown. There's another aircraft is at your 11 o'clock position, 14 miles southeast bound. That's showing 3,500 feet, but unverified. And then there's also that IFR aircraft I mentioned doing the missed approach at Collingwood off runway 13 here shortly.
Great. Actually, can we cancel our flight following and just go on to the Unicom?
Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu, yeah, that's all approved. And if you want to check with the Collingwood Unicom as well to check up on the Tango Echo Papa, that's fine, or Edenville Unicom at your choice.
Great. Thanks so much for your help. Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks. Surveillance service terrains at this time. Cleared en route.
Cleared en route. Echo Yankee Zulu. So we're going to go vertical speed and nose down.
What's that doing?
So I've just reset us to go down to 3,500 feet. In fact, I'm going to set us down to 2,200 feet, which is where we're going to go to.
Edenvale Airport. Automated weather observation 1655 Zulu. Wind calm. Temperature -13 Celsius. Dew point -22 Celsius. Altimeter 3046 inches of mercury.
Edenville Unicom, Diamond Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu is about 10 miles to the south of the field, inbound. We'll cross over the field at 2200, loop back, and join the left downwind for runway 31. Echo Yankee Zulu. We're now at 3,500 feet. I've asked the plane to take us down to 2200.
What are these green dots or arrows?
Those are waypoints, so they're GPS waypoints.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can actually plan your flight on those waypoints.
Gotcha.
All right, I see the airport there. It'd be really nice to just come straight in, but we can't.
Where is it, David? I don't see it.
There's a field right ahead of us, and then there's some woods, and then beyond it you see a line.
Oh, okay, I do see it now. Yeah,
that's the airport. So the procedure to enter a non-towered airport is we're going to have to cross over the runway, turn around at 500 feet above circuit altitude, and then turn around and come back at circuit altitude, and then join the left downwind.
What's the reason for that?
There's always an established pattern that everyone's got to do. That way there's order.
Okay.
You don't have people like doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, it can get crazy when there's a lot of planes in the pattern.
For sure.
Edenville Unicom, Diamond Foxtrot Echo Yankee Zulu. We are 6 miles from the field. We'll be crossing midfield at 2200, loop around and cross back at circuit altitude to join the left downwind for 3-1. Echo Yankee Zulu. There's somebody should be coming at us from that side, but they're 600 feet above us. 700 feet. You get a sense for how fast we're going once...
Lower?
Once somebody goes by you, then you're like, yeah, you can see there's a plane right up there. Yep.
Yeah. I would have thought it was a bird.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, high, 2 miles.
Picking that up,
yeah. Right? All right, so we're at 2200. I'm going to shut down our autopilot. Up here, down here, huh? I just shut off the autopilot. We're going to be flying the plane now. Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is now 3 nautical miles from the field. Again, crossing midfield to loop back and join the downwind for 3-1. Echo Yankee Zulu. Our runways looks pretty good. Looks like it's been plowed.
Landing gear's always out.
Yeah, there's fixed gear on this plane, so don't worry. we're not doing a belly flop. Not on this plane, anyways. Okay, so now we're 500 feet above circuit altitude right now, so anybody that's in the pattern will be below us.
Right.
So now I'm going to turn, and we're going to cross the field.
This feels awesome.
So the procedure is we cross the field 500 feet above circuit altitude, turn around and cross back at circuit altitude, and then join the left downwind.
Gotcha.
Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is crossing the field at 2200 feet. The apron's plowed as well, which is great. Last time I was here, it wasn't. All right, so now I'm going to turn us around, and we're going to descend. Don't let this bumpiness bother you. Good.
I actually feel safe in this thing.
I'm telling you, like it's hard to describe to people until they come up, but You know, nothing's going to happen.
Like I was nervous a little bit when we first got there, and I'm looking at it. But once you actually get in it.
And Edenville traffic, Lima Tango Hotel is 5 to the east inbound. We'll cross overhead, join the mid-left downwind 431. And we have the traffic.
Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is crossing the field at circuit altitude to join the left downwind for 3-1. Echo Yankee Zulu. All right, so let's slow her down.
Which way are we coming in, David?
We're going to go left downwind, left base, and then left to final. We're going to slow it down. We're going to get our fuel pump on. I never turned our lights off. I should have done that. And we're going to slow ourselves down so I can drop my first notch of flaps. We're right at circuit altitude here. Now I can drop my first notch of flaps. We're going to turn on our downwind. Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is in the left downwind for 3-1, Echo Yankee Zulu. Flaps are down, fuel pump is on, lights are on. Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is turning left base for 3-1, Echo Yankee Zulu. Now we're turning our base. Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is turning final for 3-1, Edenville traffic. Here. Pumps are down, fuel pumps on, landing lights are on. Feeling good?
I'm great, man. This is great. My favorite part.
Be careful on this runway. I don't want to brake too hard.
That looked hard to do.
Traffic, 3 o'clock, altitude not available, less than 1 mile. Traffic, 6 o'clock.
Get off the runway. I want to be careful on my turns here. Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is clear of 3-1 and taxiing on 08. Echo Yankee Zulu.
Edenville traffic, Lima Tango Hotel established on the mid-left downwind for 3-1.
That's it. What do you think of that landing? That was pretty smooth.
It's pretty great.
Seriously.
You did a great job. It looks hard to do, though.
Well, it's all touch, right? You're managing your speed, you're managing your pitch, and then you're also trying to keep your nose straight with your feet.
Gotcha.
And then all the while trying to gauge how high you are above the ground and when to cut your power so that you just sink onto the ground. That was a very smooth landing. And that we barely touched. You could barely feel the touchdown.
See, when you first come into it, my gut thought, oh man, we're moving. But
yeah.
then once you, it was,
it's all, whenever you cross the numbers, like it's all floating until you cross the numbers, then it's like,
yeah.
That's the 2% terror that I talk about.
Yeah, that was great. That didn't scare me at all. Yeah. It was good.
Well, I'm glad.
This thing's pretty cool.
Edenville traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is clear of 08 on the apron. Edenville traffic.
Edenville traffic, Lima Tango Hotel, final 3-1.
All right, so we are back to our checklist. One thing I do need to do is don't let me forget to call Nav Canada